On March 10th, EcoAction Arlington held our annual meeting, which was on the theme of nurturing, illuminating, and preserving nature in Arlington. The event featured Alonzo Abogadas, who's Arlington County's Natural Resources Manager. He spoke about the natural elements of Arlington and some of the different special types of nature that can be found in our community.
I've been with the county for 25 years now, and the difference that I see from before to now is amazing. And because some of the good work the parks have done, we see lots of the animals and wildlife also responding to that. So all of a sudden we have ravens that are nesting here. For a while there, with the first natural resource management plan, there were no skunks, and we were like, how could there not be any skunks? But now I will say there are several videos and so forth of skunks that we have found. River otters returned, coyotes have moved in, bobcats have moved in, and a whole slew of other types of things that you can see here.
We also had Matt DeFerrante, the Arlington County Board Chair, who gave welcoming remarks. Matt spoke about the county's commitment to the environment. He presented both some of the major accomplishments, one of them being that the county has committed to becoming carbon neutral by 2050.
And implementation is the key to reaching the high goals that we set for 2035, 100% renewable electricity, and for 2050, zero carbon. But net zero is the standard we want to reach in the plan, and we put a requirement that within 3 years there would be a further update. So that's critical because we know just in looking over 50% of our energy usage is from buildings.
So the Biophilia in Your Community program featured 2 speakers around the themes of food, gardening, communities, and creating sustainable landscapes. Carolyn Quinn, the founder of Duggan Farms, spoke about the history of her farm, and she also brought pictures from the farm's start, which was about 5 years ago. And she just had a house, some fields, and a small garden stand, which was just a table and a sign, and how she's grown that from that starting point to an amazing farm.
And just to give you a little better perspective of how quickly the farm has grown, you can still see my house in the middle, and those front 2 acres are where we grow on the farm. But the middle, in the sort of the middle of the picture, is 2 high tunnels which look just like greenhouses. They're to extend the season of small farmers. My biggest goal with having the farm was build a community and see if there were other folks that had such a passion for growing. Probably the most exciting thing about having the community really support the farm was everybody brings so much knowledge to it.
Jeanette Nkoma-Say shared a presentation that talked about some of the features of spaces and sustainability that she's done through her design work as a landscape architect, and also about the importance of connecting to nature and having beautiful natural places that we enjoy. Jeanette showed a variety of spaces that she's transformed and how she's brought in edible plants and the community together.
The Grow Garden at GW was an idea from a Food Justice Alliance student organization partnering with the graduate design program to create a place to provide food for the community on campus. The project was also the start to showcase sustainable agricultural practices on small pieces of land. This creation of the garden gave the community hands-on experiences to shape the garden from the ground up. Students and staff cut, dug, hauled, and joined together to work to build the basis of the space. The process built relationships between the Foggy Bottom and GW community, all in the name of growing organically for justice purposes.